My homily for the third Sunday of Easter, the 1st of May 2022. There are a number of resurrection stories in the Gospels. They emphasise not only that Jesus is risen from the dead, but also they speak of some of the key elements of our faith. I love today's resurrection story, with its account of breakfast on the beach with the risen Jesus. I can almost smell the fish cooking, taste the bread, and feel the sand under my bare feet. It's a very vivid scene in my mind, but also crucially, it's a Eucharistic scene. Jesus doesn't just share bread and fish, he shares himself. Many times at key moments in the Gospels, Jesus shares a meal with disciples, tax collectors and sinners, Pharisees. All are invited because he doesn't just share food and drink, he shares himself. That's why the Mass is a key element in our faith. Jesus invites us to be present because he shares himself with us, in his word, in the Eucharist, and in the gathered community in which he is present. And there is no substitute for that. In the second part of the Gospel, we have Jesus and Simon Peter talking together. 3 times Jesus asks Peter, "Do you love me?" Thus the 3 denials are wiped away, as Simon Peter 3 times affirms his love for Jesus. In every loving relationship, on a regular basis, we have to affirm our love, because on a regular basis, by our words and deeds, we deny our love. So don't forget those words, "I love you." Of course, it's not just words. There has to be deeds as well. But the important thing is, whether by words or deeds on a regular basis, we affirm our love. You may not say "I love you" to a mate, but how about "Thanks for your friendship"? When Jesus gives himself to us in the Eucharist, in Holy Communion, he is saying, "I love you." When we come to Mass, put ourselves out, when we could be lying in bed or doing other things, we are saying to Jesus, "I love you." Jesus tells Peter what that love means for one who serves in the church. "Feed my lambs and sheep, look after my sheep." Peter was called, and all of us who serve in the church are called, to care for Jesus' flock, the people who are part of his church, to feed them with the Eucharist, to feed them with love. The challenge, particularly for us priests, but for all in the church really, is to put ourselves out for others, to show love. At times, like Peter, we fail through fear and weakness. So at times we must put ourselves out for others. We must show love.